Hi guys, this is video for you to show my first crystal grid which I created today. I'm learning how to do crystal grids, how to make crystal grids, and just decided to improvise from the stones which I had in my small collection. And I mainly have bigger stones, and these ones are really tiny. So if I show you my hand, for example, this is how little the grid is. The convenient thing is that you can put it easily on a small foldable table, and right now it's near my balcony, so it gets enough lighting, and also I can kind of charge with the sun if I want. It's not a crazy sunny day, but still it gets some daylight, which I find is really beneficial for crystal grids and gemstones in general, unless they fade in the light, in the sunlight. Anyways, so here we have three types of stones. In the center you can see a small piece of I guess it's apophyllite, that's what I was told. So I have another piece which is green apophyllite. However, this one is transparent white, which is also a very popular color for this natural stone. I found this one at a crystal show. I was helping the organizer of the show, a Vancouver Gem and Mineral show, and just by chance I noticed it lying on the floor, and I loved it so much, and I just decided that maybe it decided to change the owner. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just that it just decided to travel to another person. So this is a small pyramid, as you can see. I have it in the center, and around it is a moissanite. This stone, it's called amazonite in Russian, blue-green usually, and it helps to kind of be creative, and creative from the heart, because it's blue is creativity, and green is something which comes from the heart, and I find it very very positive, and it's kind of comparable to turquoise in my opinion. And by the way, I'm gonna start later in 2019 a series talking about different crystals, how to work with them, and what's the difference between them. So I really adore turquoise, and amazonite is a stone which has been sitting in my collection for quite a bit in these small pieces, but I just couldn't figure out how to connect to that, just maybe because of the size. But once I put it here in the grid, it's just boom, it's just became so vibrant and resonated with what I need at the moment to allow myself to be creative. However, also pink tourmaline here helps to balance yourself, to be less both of these crystals help to be less nervous, like less fussy. My nervous system is quite acute, so I often want to act or do something, but lately I've been working on trying to pace myself down without being too passive, but at the same time not overloading myself too much, because I study a lot now, and it's just, there's always this feeling that 24 hours is just not enough in the day, and I feel like I need some crystals, and also use aromatherapy to help me to balance my life so that I have enough energy for everything, and also keep myself focused and moving where I want to move. So the transparent crystal is clear quartz, and clear quartz is just like one of the #1 stones. It's also a feel-good stone, as amazonite, for example. But clear quartz is often used as a transmitter of energy, and a stone which connects other crystals to each other. Like in this grid, for example, you can see crystal points used to direct to the center, and basically kind of forming that wonderful flower of life crystal grid. The base is called flower of life, It's a sacred geometry wooden base for crystal griding. And yeah, so they just it was quite easy. I created it like maybe like in a minute, because it was just obviously falling together very nicely. And I really love how shape of each stone here complements each other. So, well, anyways, I just want to later learn more on how to activate crystal grids. I haven't done it much before, so I kind of did it on my own, trying to use a point like that and going from one stone to another. But I have to look deeper into how crystal healers do it to activate it. And for some reason, I decided to also add these points of clear quartz as well, and I laid them down for the sake of photography and video. Took some pictures for Instagram as well, where you can see that grid late soon. And it just actually looked very nice and felt as if it's really connecting the grid even more. I guess the alternative would be to also either put it to the sides of the world, or whatever it's called in English. So for example, here I have north in this side, here south, west and east, so you could put them like that as well. That also interestingly creates a different feel of the grid. Later I'm going to do some meditation with it, just to feel those crystals a bit more. That's essentially the purpose also of my desire to learn the grids, is to connect to the stones in this particular format. And another option, I guess, would be to put them up there, so that if I show it from here, they would be standing in the corners around the grid. I have never learned how to create grids. However, I did study how to work with crystals for healing, and as you might know, I also make jewelry from natural stones. I do not use any dyed or how to say, change, modify stones. I prefer, whenever it's possible, to use only natural stones. And yeah, it's a very interesting way also to connect, both when you wear jewelry and also when it's just placed in your dwelling, in your place, apartment or house, like that, or maybe even an office. So I'll keep it here for some time in my lounge room, and maybe I'll need to find more stones, more tiny stones, to create some other grid as well. Well, I hope, guys, it was interesting for you to watch this video. If you have any requests or questions, let me know for future videos. I'd be happy to consider some topics what to make for you. And have a wonderful day. And this grid also helps to I'm reminding you that it helps to attune to your higher self, which is more balanced and more creative. It helps also hormonal balance, and just to be creating from your heart, right? And I would also assume that it can help to speak from your heart as well. Okay, so if you know more of how this crystal grid can be used, please let me know in the comments, and I look forward to read your comments. Subscribe and like, and I see you later. Wishing you all the best for the holidays, and enjoy the new upcoming year. Warmly, Tatiana.